Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Crypto Blitz, where you can get your fix. I'm Ripple Van Winkle, your host. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's Monday, May 12th, people. Some may claim that we are halfway through the bull run, but we have a lot to cover in this episode. Yes, we do. Price charts for XRP, Ripple breaking news. I've got you covered. We're going to discuss it. We will discuss Facebook's actions because guess what? According to President Trump on Truth Social, stable currency will soon be introduced to Facebook, or let's say Meta users, and then the games will start. Without further ado, take a seat back and unwind. Let's get started with Bitcoin. Just a little bit of trading down here. There is nothing to be concerned about. $2,103,737.00. At $2,530.00, Ethereum is just behind it. Since XRP is still showing some green on a 24-hour basis, up more than 2.8%, both USDT and USDC are coming in at 99 cents, coming in at $2.45 with a $3.360 billion, 0 cents overall market value for cryptocurrencies. People, XRP, I'll say it again, XRP is one of the most bullish charts in the cryptocurrency disposal cycle, if not the most bullish. You should focus on these two charts. That's all you need to know about XRP and Bitcoin. All you need to know is that Bitcoin is rising significantly. Well, have faith. We will reach 200,000, if not very nearly. On Wednesday's live webcast, we'll go into additional detail about this. My goals for Bitcoin in this cycle. And by this cycle, I mean we are discussing 2025 XRP. I really believe that of at least $10, 0 cents is imminent. I have therefore raised my bottom price goal for XRP from 8 to 10. We're still in the 10-13 range, but I will have a very slim probability of getting the XRP to reach that price range of $15, 0 cents to $20, 0 cents. This will all be explained during Wednesday's live stream. Much more of this material is also shared with the Patreon group. This was released yesterday, therefore keep in mind that you should go over there if you're not a page. We discussed the price goals and the impending ultimate breakout. We have released another one outlining what Bitcoin is likely to bring. Bitcoin is on the verge of making a huge explosive upward move. And this was released by Donald Trump. Let the games begin, he says. That's correct. It's all about you. I get chills from this. Let the games start when Trump posts this on social media. It makes all of his stuff amusing. I suppose he posts everything there since he owns True Social, but all the time he got excluded from Twitter. Elon and Twitter blocked Trump from posting, which makes it amusing. This must have been more than 4 years ago. Thus, Trump created Truth Social, his own Twitter network. He tweets there, then Elon restored Trump's Twitter account. Despite working for Trump, Elon manages and owns his own platform, so I suppose he still does. Why not? It makes sense, doesn't it? But let the games start and we'll find out later. I suppose this is one of the games we are discussing. According to rumors, Mark Zuckerberg is looking into integrating Bitcoin with Meta's 3 billion members. Let me just say a few words quickly. First of all, cryptocurrency will be fully integrated into Facebook, Meta, whatever we want to call it here. Second, Bitcoin won't be the only option. Everyone emerges and they will all spin their own tales about why this is exclusive to Bitcoin. It's not just Bitcoin. They'll utilize stable currencies like Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies like XRP, Salam and Chainlink. They'll use what people desire and where demand is. It's that easy. They won't merely say, oh, Bitcoin only. That isn't how it operates. And when these journalists who get on the scene 99% of the time say Bitcoin, they are misrepresenting what was actually said, because he most likely said Mark Zuckerberg, which is probably what the headline should be. According to rumors, Mark Zuckerberg is looking at integrating cryptocurrency for Meta Stories' billion users. That should be saying that right now. You should visit xrprightnow.com immediately to read the article about XRP's price prognosis, which states that if the market value reaches between $750 billion, 0 cents, at least this kind of forceful action from us. If Elliott wave theory is correct, and we have wave 1 here, followed by wave 2 correction in this area, then wave 3 should be the most aggressive wave. At least according to Elliott wave theory, it shouldn't be the smallest wave. Therefore, you would expect it to be at least as long as wave 1, if not longer. Clearly, there will be a wave 4 consolidation before wave 5 blows off. Imagine being able to predict whether a stock would be bullish or bearish the day before. In actuality, there is just one path. That's what I believe will happen to XRP. I believe that XRP is at the top of the market. XRP is set to take its second leg, which will be much larger than the previous leg and likely make ETH's rise appear relatively tiny. I believe ETH is somewhere in this vicinity, in this push, but once more, depending on when Bitcoin exits its range. I will now examine XRP in the 4-hourly, and I'm going to show you guys this. Recall that I mentioned a minute ago that we would return to the topic of Bitcoin. We have observed that shorts have begun to enter the market as XRP has risen towards this level, which is about 240 and 250 cents. And I believe that XRP will begin to crush these shorts out very soon, perhaps today, tomorrow, or within the following few days. Additionally, XRP will begin to move more aggressively to the upside as we begin to squeeze these shorts out. And as more individuals attempt to short the move and conclude that XRP is experiencing a short-term peak here, you'll notice a denser quantity of liquidity. I therefore assume that we will rapidly rise to a... As you can see, the explosion became somewhat larger each time you advanced. Thus, there was a large explosion, consolidation, a small break, another enormous explosion, consolidation, and consolidation. After that, I believe that the next one will be like this, but with steroids added. I believe it will be something like this, and then bam, like all the way up to somewhere between $8 and $12. So those targets have been heard a lot from 8 to 12. Many individuals have been zooming in, as we previously discussed. My target audience is between the ages of 8 and 30. Look at this chart, please. Here at the bottom, I want you to examine the stock RSI. The blue line, which is your K when it crosses over the D, which is your orange, is what we're looking at down here. This signal is bullish. We are currently witnessing precisely this. Right now, there is just one level preventing XRP from progressing. As you can see from the weekly, we are once again building that upward trend. According to Crypto Insight, the most bullish phase now in existence is wave 3, whether it be on the Fibonacci or, any elite waves. In his opinion, we are about to experience the most bullish, parabolic, and significant advance of this thing, which might push us up to the $8, $0, $13, range. The good news is that Bitcoin will continue to rise from this point. Maybe in 5 to 8 hours then, if XRP can run on its own, if it can retest and reach its peak before Bitcoin makes that last push to its new peak, which is in the $200,000 0 zone, and if XRP is chilling above its peak, at that point we begin discussing obtaining the 15 0 cents, $20 0 worth of XRP. We're looking at a range of 175 to 225. So the higher XRP can go now, before Bitcoin has that parabolic blow off top, the higher XRP will run during this time. Keep in mind though, that the move that XRP is about to make is not his last move. The blow off top won't be this. After Bitcoin and the dominance starts to decline and money starts to move out of BTC, we anticipate a blow off top to occur later. People, keep an eye on the XRP chart in the near future. I will leave it at that. I'll see you all at the next one. Be kind, be courteous to one another, and wash your dang hands. Van Winkle Ripple's not there.